A very good afternoon to all of you. Good evening. Pardon. We have now come to the end of the G20 C-20 International Conference on Interdisciplinary Approaches in Civil Engineering for Sustainable Development IACESD-2023. I'm sure that each one of us have gained something new and also got an opportunity to learn something new. We extend a very warm welcome to all the dignitaries present on the dais. A very warm welcome to Mr. R. Sundaram, Chairman and Managing Director, Sundaram Architects Private Limited. In his absence here, Mr. Anil Kumar, Senior Engineer, Sundaram Architects, is amongst us. A very hearty welcome to him. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome Dr. B.K. Raghuprasad, Professor, IASC, Bangalore. Welcome, sir. A hearty welcome to Dr. Srivalsa Kolatyar, Technical Chair, IACESD 2023. An extended warm welcome to Mr. B.K. Ramesh, Member, JCT. Dr. K. Gopal Krishna, Principal, JIT. And Dr. SreeKeshava KS, Organizing Chair, IACESD 2023. A hearty welcome to all the distinguished keynote speakers, head of the departments, faculties, and participants from various organizations, faculties, teaching and non-teaching staff, and students of Jyoti Institute of Technology. Thank you. I invite Dr. K. Gopal Krishna, Principal, JIT, to introduce Mr. R. Sundaram and Dr. B.K. Raghuprasad to the gathering.
Sabhage namaskara. A very good evening to each and every one of you present here. It's heartwarming for every one of us. And we have reached the last milestone of this 2 days international conference. Extremely happy that we have made it successful, and definitely needless to say that every one of you have pitched in as per our request. Whatever duties were assigned, I think every one of you have contributed equally, enthusiastically, and the response has been overwhelming, I can say. Each and every one of you, definitely I can't name the people because there were so many committees and who have contributed day in and day out. So definitely, I think I request every one of you to put your hands together to this cooperation and coordination that we have. In fact, for this valedictory function, as well as for the inauguration, we had requested Professor R. Sundaram, Chairman and Managing Director, Sundaram Architects, to be the chief guest. Because of ill health, Sir said he will not be able to make it. Then Sir said, I will try to come to the valediction. In spite of it, his health has not improved. And we had already requested, earlier only we had requested Dr. Raghuprasad sir to be with us. And he had conceded to our request and said, he will be here to the valedictory function. And also we have with us Mr. Anil. So Anil sir, whom was introduced to all of you, who is working there since maybe close to 18 years. And he will be representing sir along with Dr. B.K. Raghuprasad. Professor R. Sundaram, Chairman and Managing Director, a professional experience of 55 years. Please put your hands to that in itself will tell you stories. Sundaram, a novel and pioneering engineering architect in the country, has adopted construction methods and practices ahead of its times while adeptly balancing the triumvirate of aesthetics, function and economy in the buildings he has designed. Incorporating precast and pre-stressed concrete in structures and doing away with expensive forum work has been his forte. Sundaram's contributions include large concrete hyper shells, large span RCC and steel folded plate roofs, inverted umbrella, cylindrical shells, precast, pre-stressed folder plates, segmental bridges, etc. He has been responsible for the design of several major projects, including industrial projects, IT campuses, one at Info, a couple of them you can see at Infosys, biotech facilities, shopping malls, sports stadia, educational campuses, chemical plants, road transportation, networks like flyovers, subways, multi-storied car parking, auditoriums, convention centers, hospitals, housing, townships, and name the thing, sir has contributed there. Also, his contribution to shell structures in India cannot go unnoticed. From his first shell structure in 1961 to the latest shell structure in the 2018, Sundaram sir has demonstrated the sleekness of the forum while eliminating all visible surface stiffening and enhancing the visual appeal of the buildings. Labor costs have always been relatively cheaper in India, but it is Sundaram's skillful use of repetitive forum work and intelligent prefabrication that has enabled him to design economical, efficient, and elegant shell structures of long spans. Sundaram has been quite active in many international forums, associations like International Association of Shell and Spatial Structures, that is called IASES, Madrid and SEWC, etc. He has been attending their annual international conferences since 1982 in different parts of the world as a keynote speaker and invited speaker. Sir has many prestigious awards and accolades to his credit. Winner of the prestigious Eduardo Toronto Medal by the International Association for Shell and Spatial Structures based in Madrid in recognition of his outstanding and distinguished contributions to design, construction, or research of shell spatial structures. IASES conferred the medal on him in Seoul, South Korea on 24th May 2012 during the annual IASES International Symposium, the first Indian to receive this prestigious international award. Put your hands together to Sundaram sir. Honored by the Board of Directors of the Structural Engineers World Congress Inc., USA, by conferring on him the international award SUWC Roland Sharp Medal. Prestigious award conferred on him by the Construction Industry Development Council, New Delhi. So the 5th CIDC Vishwakarma Award, namely the Achievement Award for Industry Doyen for the year 2013. Honored by the Pre-Stressed and Precast Concrete Society, Singapore, by conferring him a lifetime honorary membership in Singapore on 27th August 2010. Elected as President, Structural Engineers World Congress worldwide for 2007 to 2011, again re-elected in 2011 for a period till 2015, and once again re-elected for the third term from 2015 to 19. SUWC is headquartered in San Francisco, USA. First time an Indian to become the President of SUWC and extended for the third term. Please put your hands together to sir. Princeton University, USA published a thesis by Maggie Chun Batacord on R. Sundaram and modern thin shell concrete structures. You can see that USA has published a thesis in his name, R. Sundaram and modern thin shell concrete structures. Recipient of a number of other national and international awards, former President of Association of Consulting Civil Engineers, former Vice President of Indian Concrete Institute, former President of Rotary Club of Bangalore, member of Council of Architecture, member of American Concrete Institute, member of American Society of Civil Engineers, member of International Association of Shell and Spatial Structures, Madrid, member of ACI, Joint Committee on Shells. He is a fellow of Association of Consulting Civil Engineers, Institution of Engineers, India and Indian Institution of Bridge Engineers. He is a permanent member of the prestigious International Advisory Board of International Association for Shell and Spatial Structures, Madrid. Sundaram holds a master's degree in structural engineering from Massachusetts Institute of Technology, USA, and a BE in civil engineering from BMS College of Engineering, Bangalore. Please, every one of you, put your hands together to Dr. Sundaram, Professor Sundaram. We wanted to honor Professor Sundaram here on this day, but because of his health, he is not available today. He cannot make it to this function. Now we have with us Sri Anil S. So who has done his BE in mechanical engineering from MS Ramaya College in the year 2000, and he has put in 3.5 experience in IASA. So along under Dr. Raghu Prasad sir, who is sitting as the chief guest of the day. So, and also he is an external proof checking consultant. He has put in 18 years of experience in Sundaram architecture, and he has been designing major structures for Sundaram architecture. Anil sir. So we welcome you to this meeting. Please put your hands together to Anil sir. Coming to Dr. B.K. Raghu Prasad sir, who is, I would say, a doyen in the civil engineering domain. Dr. B.K. Raghu Prasad is an alumnus of the prestigious Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. Holds a PhD in engineering, post-graduation structures, and undergraduation in civil engineering. His areas of research includes fracture mechanics of concrete, structural dynamics, earthquake-resistant design, finite element and boundary element methods. Dr. B.K. Raghu Prasad is a member of professional bodies such as American Society of Civil Engineers, Planetary Society, California, USA, International Society for Boundary Elements, UK. Sir's professional journey began as an associate professor, then the professor, became the chairman of Department of Civil Engineering and Center for Campus Management and Development. He is currently an advisor for CCMD and PMG IISc. Also a professor in civil engineering, Oxford College of Engineering, and happens to be now Professor Emeritus at our institution. Please put your hands together to Dr. Raghu Prasad sir. He has been guiding international students too. Dr. B.K. Raghu Prasad sir has supervised and awarded PhDs and MSc engineering degree to many students. He has under his guidance, 27 scholars have got their PhD. Please put your hands together, 27 PhDs and 8 MSc. His papers and publications run to many pages. When I when I started the printing of his biodata, it went up to 7 minutes. There were 27 to 30 pages. If I were to read that, all of you will have to be here tonight. That's why we are listed down few accomplishments. Their numbers are very huge. Dr. Raghu Prasad has a lengthy list of the papers in international and national seminars, symposiums and conferences. He is an INSA, JSPS fellow, Tohoku University, Sendai, Japan, and he was awarded a gold medal for his lecture. Sir is a member of Research Council SERC Chennai for the 3rd time, chairman 7th session IUTAM Symposium on Evolutionary Methods in Mechanics. So, in Poland in 2002, and many more. He has undertaken many research and funded projects, and top of all, he is one of the best teacher, I would say. Please put your hands together to sir. Sir, on behalf of Jyoti Institute of Technology, I welcome Dr. Raghu Prasad sir to this meeting. I also welcome Anil sir, then Professor Sundaram in his absentia. So thank you so much. Now I request Ramesh sir to honor Dr. B.K. Raghu Prasad sir.
I used to get Nature home, the journal, a very expensive journal. And Nature has several different disciplines. Nature, physics, nature, all this is that. To get a paper in Nature is not at all an ordinary task. It's very extremely difficult. And it is generally said as an empirical formula that if you get at least 4 or 5 papers in Nature, you are in for a Nobel Prize. So that is the level of a paper in Nature. It is not like anyone can publish. In fact, once our great Professor C.N.R. Rao sometimes made a joke of certain journals. He said, what I say, for every journal, for every paper, there's a journal. It was a bit disgusting. Sometimes people, publish in journals where we have to pay money for publishing and all that. Okay, that has become a different profession. But there are really certain good, very classic journals. Like in our own field, we have got ASME Engineering Mechanics, ASME Applied Mechanics, and the Journal of Fracture in my area, AAC Civil Engineering, and AAC Engineering Mechanics, and there's one the Construction and Building Materials, and I got Rylem from Europe. These are very, very great journals. They won't simply accept your paper unless it has really some good quality and a contribution. And now I've been requested by our Gopalakrishnan to be a part of the college. And today is a good inauguration, a good welcome, I should say that. And my intention, my motivation will be to enthuse people like this who jump around with ideas. And his team, I saw his team of faculty members along with Gopalakrishna in his room. They are all quite motivated, very objective in their approach. So that kind of paper should come from the college is my ambition. Okay? Then I will justify my presence here. Then I can tell principal, sir, I have really done my job for whatever money I got from the college. Like that I can tell you. Okay? And when I saw this ambience of the college, beautiful campus, and the conference is so wonderfully decorated, gorgeous, and really good. And when I saw this JIT, till now I used to always remember this college, Jyoti Institute. When I saw this on the chair there, I find JIT. It reminded me of one Japan Institute of Technology. Because I used to be in Japan long ago. So I wish it happens like that here. Okay? And now, coming to the brass tacks of the day, I have told Sundaram, but he couldn't come, that, sir, give me some message. I will read it, otherwise they feel disappointed. By reading your message, I'm sure I'm taking your presence in the conference. He said, very good, go ahead. So I will read that verbatim. Then I will talk on my own, something on sustainability. Maybe I should not exceed my time, because already Gopalakrishnan was a bit unhappy that previous thing went beyond the time. That should not happen, because naturally we should keep up to our time. How much time is there now for me? Under 5 minutes? He said for 5 minutes he is very, so he wants to dispose me up in 5 minutes. Somehow Gopalakrishnan is somewhat kind, more elderly. Okay, doesn't matter, sir, if you take it, doesn't matter. Let me keep up within 5 minutes. If it happens, maybe in 7 minutes. Assume there's some traffic jam on the way and all. It's raining and all that, right? Okay, this is Sundaram's message. Sustainability is the most important topic currently being discussed. Tremendous efforts are being made to enhance the durability factors globally. All over the world, due to various reasons, climate is out of control, that we know. We are coming to almost a point of no return in next 50 years if we really don't proper care. We don't take proper care of the climate pollution. And there are various ways of doing it. Global warming is an issue of human rights and environmental justice. With rising temperatures, human lives, particularly those from poorer backgrounds, are increasingly affected by poor health, financial burdens, and social, cultural, and environmental problems, environmental disruptions. Using renewable energy and building materials will help in the fight against climate change, and greener buildings will improve waste management and emissions, according to the World Green Building Council. Education and making awareness for sustainable development is a key factor to tackle climate change. Sustainable development is about finding better ways of doing things, both for the future and for the present. We might need to change the way we work and live now. It is in the fitness of things international organization like Structural Union's World Congress, for which Sundaram was the world president, and now he continues as the emeritus president. I am also one of the governing council members of the CWC. Has adopted climate control as one of the main themes for the international symposia and forums. It is a laudable effort that G20 Institute of Technology, I will call it number JIT, is making by organizing an international conference on sustainability to propagate sustainable development. Okay, this is Sundaram's message. R. Sundaram, Chairman, Managing Director, Sundaram Architects Private Limited. Former President, Structural Union's World Congress Worldwide. Former President, Structural Union World Congress India from 2007 to 2022. Presently, President Emeritus, Structural Union's World Congress Worldwide and President Emeritus, Structural Union's World Congress India. Okay, this in brief his message. And now let me come to my own another 3 minutes. Okay. Sustainability is something very good. It has to be done, and it is said that every ton of our cement is contributing 1 ton of carbon in the atmosphere. So next to, I should say, our automobiles, all this petrol burning and all that, they are contributing a lot to the atmospheric pollution and this climate problem. But next is the building industry. The building industry is, they're using a lot of cement in that, and burning, anything burning means is a problem for the climate. And therefore you burn a lot of coal while manufacturing the cement, and therefore that should be avoided. And therefore, in order to do that, this GPC, geopolymer concrete, is a very wonderful substitute material where there's no cement at all, without which even then it is possible for us to get almost the same strength as that of concrete. And I would say, as a fracture mechanics man, that you should have more. Recently, only yesterday, I sent one review for the construction building materials. It was exactly the same. They're working on GPC, some people from China. China, very, very great place for many academic things happening there, other than what COVID they gave to the entire world. Okay, and they give everything. They bad or good, China is the first place to give. Okay, and this paper was on geopolymer concrete and its ductility as compared to the OPC, the ordinary Portland cement concrete. But then I found I wrote to the publisher that these are the 2 things required. Of course, very confidential. Anyway, I can tell you in general. But that somehow missed that point, that they found that the geopolymer concrete is less ductile compared to OPC. But I said, no, it can't happen. Why? Because cement is the one which constitutes a lot of thing for brittleness. A cement-based beam is very brittle compared to a cement mortar beam. And a cement mortar beam is relatively more brittle to a cement concrete beam. And cement concrete beam is more brittle compared to a reinforced concrete beam, fiber reinforced. And then, so, like this, but okay, these are the problems. So finally, cement is something which is highly objectionable in building materials. Not only causes problem in fracture, but also for the environmental problem. Therefore, with these things, we need to find new ways, and that actually leads to what's called sustainability. In general, using anything less means more sustainable. Okay, so here I will end with this. This is a very wonderful, great conference. I feel our Department of Civil Engineering here also is a teamwork, is an interdisciplinary work. So there are other good departments in G20 Institute. They should all contribute to this. And finally, we should work towards a very sustainable material, not only in building, in many other walks of life, such that we will have a better future climate control and no problems for the future population, which come later than this. Okay, now having said that, one small thing about philosophy. The sustainability I always feel is something not new. It's not something you find here as something new and all that. It is age-old. It's as old as our Vedas or Bhagavad Gita. How do you say that? I can say that this way, because anything used less is always used more. In nature cure, there's a saying, if you eat less, you will eat more. What does it mean? If you eat less, you will live longer. By living longer, by eating less also doesn't matter, you have eaten more, than a man who has simply abused his health by eating a lot of things, all kinds of things and all. So this is the one, and that's there in our philosophy. Mitaharo jitendriyaha is what Krishna says in the Gita. Okay? If you eat less, then you are a jitendriya. If you eat less, and yesterday also I saw some Sanskrit quotations, eat less, and even if you feel hungry, don't eat too much to completely appease your hunger. Keep some portion of your stomach vacant. Don't again fill it up with water. So 1/4 water, 1/4 just empty space, and remaining half for the food. So this is how we should use our discretion while eating. Even if it's a very tasty thing, it says don't eat too much. Very often, in any conference when I go, I have myself done that. If the gulab jamun is good, I'll take one more. But that I should stop. Yesterday I learned it, at least quite late in my life. Maybe for many youngsters I tell you, if you eat one jamun, if you feel very good, then better stop it. Okay? Don't eat one more. You start doing it right from the beginning. All your cholesterol levels will be low, and BP will be low, and blood sugar will be low. And you will be really more sustainable, okay, than a man who has eaten everything. So you will go up to 80, 90, okay, or even 100. Why not? So this is what is called sustainability, number one. And in the mind also, whenever we enjoy the world to a very limited extent in the mind is the most important, right? You can enjoy it much more for a very long time. Otherwise, it will be almost like, living a very fast life. So all this comes under mind control and body control, finally, is a mind over the body. And all that is said in our Bhagavad Gita. You see Krishna's Gita, in every chapter, he says this, okay? Nirmaha moho, jita shanka dosha, all this he says. So in that 15th chapter. So with all that, I feel this is already well done, already well established. We all know it. But unfortunately, we never put it to practice. We never put this into practice. Now the time has come. Why I tell you, this wouldn't have come to us, because the Americans told us, we got it. Even yoga also, if Americans do yoga there in UN, then we all start doing very seriously. Otherwise somebody is saying, like waste of time. So everything should be given to us by them. They gave us good physics. Newton gave us good physics. Einstein, the great brain, he gave us good physics. And chemistry came from, I saw Corana's photo in his room. He came out with the idea of gene, okay, and so on and so forth. But then, why everything should come by them? Why not we give this back to them? I think recently Prime Minister's message was up there, and we appreciate it, yoga and all. So, all this come under what is called sustainability of the human life. So, let us do this. In fact, once Gore, who was the Vice President of America, got a Nobel Prize. Right? Why he said was, he was comparing two Americans, one very lean American. Generally, most Americans are very fat, because the kind of cheese and all kinds of things they eat, they are huge. I don't know how many of you have seen that in America. I've seen them, many of them. But they don't live very long. There are always the problems. They always visit a lot of cardiologists and so on and so forth. So all this comes under non-sustainability. For sustainable thing, go to some good ashrama where they fast every Ekadashi or fast every once in a week and all that. They are quite thin and they are very active. Their brain is very active. Their mind is sustainable. Their body is sustainable. So everything is sustainable. So sustainability comes from the human body and the human mind. Then comes to engineering, use less cement, no cement and things like that. So this is my message, and thank you very much for all your consideration. And thank again our Jyoti Institute, our organizers, starting there from Ramesh and Sri Valsa, our Gopalakrishna, and his very close confidant, Dr.SreeKeshava. I just remember I was Keshava. Suddenly today I said SreeKeshava. Okay. Good then. Thank you very much, sir. Have a good life.
Thank you, sir. I request Dr. Srivalsa Kolotiar to address the gathering. Sir, please.
Professor Raghuprasad, Chief Guest of the Day, Dr. Gopalakrishnan, Principal, Ramesh Sir, SreeKeshava, Anil Sir, and all heads of the department, keynote speakers, faculty members, delegates, and students, my dear friends. Very good evening to all of you. So the G20 C-20 conference IACESD is coming to an end. And we are very honored to have very distinguished Professor B.K. Raghuprasad amongst with us during this auspicious time. Even though the conference ends, the spirit will continue and should continue. I am sure all of you will agree with me that it was a real technical feast. Everybody was appreciating that it was excellent, very well organized conference. And I was overwhelmed with the kind of commitment that have been shown by all the participants, speakers, volunteers, and everyone. My salute to each one of you. So you have made this conference a great success. All the heads of the department, even not just the civil department, all faculty members of all the departments, all students and the student coordinators, even the volunteers, all the ladies who are serving the food, the volunteers who manage the transportation, everyone have shown that level of commitment. So that is why it has become a great success. And personally, I am thankful to all the keynote speakers who has enriched this conference and elevated the conference to a different level with exemplary excellence. And some of them are still amongst with us. Dr. Jha, Dr. Kunjari Mog, Dr. Anupama, thank you for being with us till the end of the program. So that is something amazing actually. And we can see the spirit was there even in the morning keynote session also. The hall was full and everybody was attentive. So it is something very rare to see, because even on the second day or the last day of the conference. So that shows that there has been a lot of commitment shown by all, including all the delegates and speakers and the session chairs, etc. So the Professor Menon has informed me that this conference is listed as a G20 event. Actually, we got the instruction that by July 31st, all activities of all working groups have to be concluded. That is why we have preponed to July, though it was initially planned in August. So this is listed as a G20 event. And when India has the G20 summit, this will be reported. The conference report will be presented there to all the G20 member countries. There are 19 member countries and also the European Union, and also invited countries like Singapore. And also, the presidency will be handed over to Brazil next year. So we are all very grateful to Professor Menon for listing this event as a G20 event. So the Springer has kindly agreed to publish all the proceedings. So SreeKeshava and team has put a lot of effort. They have done a very strict, rigorous peer review. So all the accepted papers will be sent to Springer for publication. They will also do a quality check and it will come as proceedings in Springer series, lecture notes in civil engineering series, which will be indexed in Scopus. So congratulations to all the authors. So with this, I will stop here. Once again, thanking the Jyoti Institute of Technology Management, Principal, HODs, and each one of you. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. SreeKeshava KS, Organizing Chair, IACESD, to announce the Best Paper Presentation Awards.
Yes, we have organized in different categories. So all categories having picked Best Paper Awards. The awards having subjected to rewards by Springer. So we will announce what are the themes and also what are the best papers. So actually we have organized a online session and offline session. In offline, each session we run. In online, we ran around 30 sessions almost. Today also we ran 2 sessions. So out of which we have screened and picked best papers. So in first thing, remote sensing and GIS, paper ID, Springer OCS paper ID 675, monitoring climate hazards, rice production, risk and management practices in Bharatpur River Basin, Palakkad, Kerala. Dr. Dhanya P, Department of Geography, Government College, Chittoor, Palakkad. In second, environmental engineering category, OCS Springer paper ID 543, prediction of inland aquaculture ammonia using hybrid intelligent soft computing by Mr. Vamsi Nagarajuti, National Institute of Technology, Karnataka, Suratkal. In Building Materials and Technology category, OCS Springer ID 305, application of dry grinding as an optimization tool for the surface area development in geopolymer cement manufacture by Zukambaro Lawrence Durai, Harare Institute of Technology, Zimbabwe. If he is there, please come and collect the mementos and certificates. If any of offline participants are there, please come and collect mementos and certificates and also Springer letter. I request Dr. B.K. Raghuprasad sir and our principal sir, Ramesh sir, to hand over mementos and certificates. And also I am requesting Srivalsa sir also to join. The next is traffic engineering and urban planning category, exploring walkable localities as organizing principle of city plan, Ms. Sumana Jaiprakash, Malnad College of Engineering, Hassan. The next category is irrigation and water resources engineering, Srivalsa sir is my in this because he's my guru. Like he stand in behind me and pin to point he guided like from drafting how to draft the proposal and how to get the project. See, initially the thing is went wrong. I made some mistakes. Sir helped me how to rectify the things, and he himself taken a lot of time. Initially, when I approached it, sir told that I'm a little bit busy, but your conference theme is looking good. Yes, I will edit your book. He given a green signal, so we applied the proposal and we got the thing. Up to February, I didn't inform sir what is the thing, what is the happening. He himself asked what is the progress. Later on, I shared the some brochures and all. Later on, the thing happened like because of few things. Springer did a scrutiny, and once again, sir has suggested Manan sir. So we met Manan sir in online meet. We requested Manan sir to include our conference in G20. So sir, in the first meeting, he agreed, and also he is also given a lot of input. Later, our proposal within a 2-day, Springer said approval. Within a 2-day, they sent that it's a great conference, we will support. So the thing is, the positivity in Srivalsa sir is a huge. Always positive persons always spread positive things. I thank Professor Menon and Dr. Srivalsa sir as Menon sir as our chairman of IACESD, and also Srivalsa sir as technical chair. They have supported us a lot. Thank you very much, sir, on behalf of JAT and IACESD. And next, once getting a proposal, I thought that it is difficult, but after getting the proposal, it is much difficult. When we requested sir to give several contacts to circulate our brochures, sir himself connected aegis Suratkal chapter, ISET, so several civil societies. Once we circulated a brochure, within our first deadline, our abstract nearly closed at the 500 numbers. Once I got surprised how we are getting this much of abstracts and all. So NITs, IITs, in IISc, and also private colleges from international and also in the reputed institutions. Later on, in the final stage of abstract, we crossed 1,200, but ourselves we restricted to 800 for acceptance. After full length paper also, we requested Springer. That was also guided by Srivalsa sir. We thought through mail we can do the things. But Srivalsa sir suggested that it's better to do in OCS platform. So we requested Springer agreed. So we got a overwhelming response. Finally, we have to, the thing is double blind peer check. That is the point. Sir also guided several things. As per instructions, we have added more than 400 PhD holders reviewers. We double screened. Later only we sent 320 papers, around 320 papers for conditional acceptance. Up to this, we got 300 registrations. So it's a milestone for us. So once again, I thank all the authors, reviewers who involved in IACESD. And also after, within last week, our sir and management and all HODs comes into picture. I expressed my thought, but principal sir and vice principal sir and all HODs given the idea how to execute, how to plan and all. So we just worked like a family. That's a very important thing. When it comes to the conference, they doesn't thought that it's civil engineering. They thought that it's a JIT. So that's why I thank overall JIT family, including management and staff member. Thank you, JIT family, for behind us. But the last but not the least, civil engineering students as well as JIT students, all department students. They stood with us. They helped us in all aspects. I can't say especially to registration, whatever, transportation, including all faculties, students are involved. I thank you all. And also outside participants from other colleges in offline sessions. So we have received more than 80 to 100 delegates from other colleges offline. They came from Hassan, Tumkur, Davangere, and also some of, see offline, one of from Zimbabwe, see like that Chandigarh. So I thank all participants who have joined in IACESD. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Good evening. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. This concludes the two-day conference IACESD 2023. We thank all of you for being part of the ceremony. Thank you.